It is with great sadness today I'm here to advise that 2 children have died as a result of the injuries sustained in this morning's knife attack. 9 other children have been injured and 6 of them are in a critical condition. All those injured have suffered stab wounds sustained during the attack, and 2 adults are also in a critical condition after being injured during the incident.
I know the whole country is deeply shocked at what they've seen and what they've heard. And I know I speak for everybody in the whole country in saying our thoughts and condolences with the victims, their families, their friends and the wider community.
How many more children have died on our streets, Prime Minister? How many more children? How many more children, Prime Minister? Are we going to do something?
Left-wing fake news! We can take a picture of that
Yeah.
Not getting a better view than this.
I feel like unsafe to stay in Southport really. Before I just like feel okay because it's quiet area and I never seen in Southport happen.
Don't think any of them were from the Southport community. This is an organised, like if you like, gang of people who've come down just purely to cause hate and just anger.
We thought initially that a building had been set on fire, but it was a police van. I heard it was a police van. You could hear shouting, you could hear rubble being thrown, windows smashing. It was really scary, really scary.
The Crown Prosecution Service has authorised Merseyside Police to charge a 17-year-old boy of Banks, Lancashire, with 3 counts of murder and 10 counts of attempted murder following the tragic incident that took place in Southport this week.
Southport with the community reeling after the appalling events that you spoke of.
The exercise of those powers and how we ensure that we respond appropriately. This is not protest, this is violent disorder. And let me also say to large social media companies and those who run them, violent disorder clearly whipped up online, that is also a crime. It's happening on your premises. And the law must be upheld everywhere.
Off our streets! Off our streets! Racist scum not welcome here! Racist scum not welcome here! Off our streets! Off our streets! Off our streets!
This is not protest, it is pure violence, and we will not tolerate attacks on mosques or our Muslim communities. So the full force of the law will be visited on all those who are identified as having taken part in these activities.
I'm really scared. Even when I'm going to work, I'm scared. Even now, I just want to come and do 1, 2 things, and then I'll go home because I'm really scared because of my color.
When you're a person of color, when you're Muslim, when you're a woman, you know, it doesn't come as a surprise when things like this happen. I'd say I was really scared. I could see straight off how that was going to escalate.
The Conservative government that have just come out have a part to play in it because, like, you know, you hear people going down the streets shouting out, like, stop the boats, and, like, that is the exact rhetoric that the Conservatives have been rolling with.
What has the last week felt like?
It's felt utterly horrendous. It is a strange feeling, John, when your very sense of belonging is questioned. Look, I'm, as you've said in the introduction, I'm about as Scottish as they come. Born in Scotland, raised in Scotland, educated in Scotland, just welcomed my third child here in Scotland, was a leader of the Scottish Government for just over a year, leader of the Scottish National Party. You cut me open and I'm about as Scottish as you come. But the truth of the matter is, I don't know whether the future for me and my wife and my 3 children is going to be here in Scotland or the United Kingdom, or indeed in Europe and the West, because I have for some time really worried about the rise of Islamophobia. I wrote a column about it actually just about a month ago, the rise of the far right driven by Islamophobia in Europe, UK and the West. And we are now seeing the culmination of not years, actually decades of anti-migrant, anti-Muslim rhetoric being normalised in the political discourse, now playing out in the most horrendous, violent way possible. And that genuinely makes me question whether or not my family has an existence here in the UK or not. And by the way, I'm not the only one. I've had hundreds of messages from the Muslim community saying the exact same thing.